do recap.
Penis.
Yeah, I figured. Who would like to do the actual recap?
I could if you want.
You most certainly may, if you'd like.
Anyone else want it? Okay then. We continued our travels amongst the world. As a session before, we had left the city and got on carriages. Dit, coping with his new sense of empathy and worldview, hid under a blanket for most of the session.
I mean, that's on you.
I mean, yeah. Um, we're in Ri, or Amachi, bonded with X's character, whose name has a name.
Gwen. They've been going by Gwen, and
Gwen.
Ree's been going by Ree. I
So
think.
Gwen and I don't know. But they talked a bit, and Machiriku kind of patted Vimik's shoulder, being like, "Trauma, am I right?" And he was like, "Yeah." There's some dead things that stop being dead for a little bit. I lit this on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Some type of weird disease or something like that. It's freaky shit, man. Then we came to some mountains. Eventually, after murdering the birds, I was supposed to murder. I did do that. It feels like he really didn't help much in that fight. When in reality, fucking next level guy named Bolt. With some real good damage.
Hell yeah, it did. Also, just Gwen surprisingly effective with the whip.
Yeah. I fear forever gains her interest. Anyways. Then, after dealing with the birds,
Mm-hmm.
our traveling companion, Miss not Jimkin.
Her name.
Feifei.
Feifei.
Mm-hmm. Which I guess I could always create a handout for.
E.
I have art for that now.
Fifi was like, "Y'all can go home if you want," and people were like, "Well, we'll prefer to see you safe where you need to go." So that's what we did. Shrug.
That's fair.
Coming across a group of Trovarians that had a non-violent conversation, primarily with Ree, as they warned us of some of the dangers in the area. And went along their business. Honestly, seeming like some fairly decent individuals all in all. And then we came to the area where the vault is. Vault 420 because it's full of green shit. It seems to have been exposed via unknown and unnatural means that definitely wouldn't give any interest to my character at all. I'm so miffed that I fucking rolled low on that. But also, it's hilarious.
I still can't believe you rolled so damn low. Also, to be fair, I mean, even if you would have rolled high, it would have been that interesting.
Someone would probably like to know.
That's true. But yeah, no, it's
But
deep spooky cave.
Upon entering this big spooky cave, we really didn't find much of immediate threat. We did find a robot dude, in which Ree took immediate fascination to.
What did I say their name was? Echo?
Yeah. Yeah, Echo.
Echo.
Echo, Echo.
There you. And what else? What else was there?
I don't know. What else was there? You tell me, Mr. I want the inspiration.
That's the big things that happened. We fought the birds, we got on the place, we talked to people.
Yeah, it really is kind of all that really happened. No, you're not really missing anything important. The majority of what you said is just what it is. You killed some things, you found some stuff, and that's
And now
about
we're
that.
here.
Yeah, now you're here. Waiting on either Ree to finish talking to the robot or somebody to go get the research commission.
You know what? Dit feels brave. He's gonna leave this place.
By yourself?
Yes, you and Louie.
That's fair. God, I just need a picture.
Fair enough.
I just need a picture of three fucking palicos so I can just create a single handout for Huey, Dewey, and Louie. I'll just...
Hold on a second.
Why did Echo move?
It's gonna take some very light Photoshop.
Don't...
James, why did Echo move?
Why did Echo move?
Over there.
What have you done? What have you sent me? Why would this need any photoshopping? That's almost you know what? You know what? No, that's it. You did it. Hold on. I ain't adding any notes to Huey, Dewey, and Louie. You're gonna have to add that yourself. but I am absolutely adding that picture. And they're gonna go, even though they're not a part of Valor's Bastion. You know what? No. Let's go ahead and create a folder called Party NPCs. Because something tells me this is going to be getting a lot more use than the other one did.
Hmm.
Alrighty, Party NPCs, you're going to be moved right underneath characters. And the first thing to go in the Party NPCs is going to be Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Congratulations, you made me make a new folder. We're going to have to throw
Yay.
hands. Alright, so as Dit, you decide to go out of the cave by yourself, yeah? With Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
Mhm.
We're gonna go on that, yeah. We're gonna sit there. Are you trying to perceive or have a passive perception of a certain number, or you just going straight to the commission, not looking around? Not really interested in this
Uh,
place.
He's gonna take a look around to make sure things are safe.
Okay. Roll perception or give me your passive. Either way.
I always like making this look.
I like the click and clack. Yeah, no.
Oh yeah, shit. Hold on. Fate, right?
Oh yeah, everybody roll me some fate. I will be taking a fate token as we are missing a player today. He's taking care of some stuff.
Nope.
That is a positive.
I'm having a bad day.
Dude,
Hey,
what is
Ree.
up with you and always rolling?
Oh no.
First bad fate of the campaign.
Don't worry, you'll get used to it.
I
But
hope not. Do I immediately burn fate to
Hey,
fuck with people?
James.
Hmm?
I kind of want to. I'm gonna send you a message here,
Hit me.
and I would like you to keep this on the DL.
Maybe. Depends on what you message me. No. No, no. You know what? That I will keep that under the rug. But it's funny, and I'm also gonna refuse it. All right,
Fair
no.
enough.
No. Yeah. We're gonna say that. Yeah, no. It's a. You know what? I haven't rolled anything in a while. Let's go ahead and just. Oh. Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening. As you start to step outside, you see the clouds coalescing, just swirling and swirling, and then the first frigid drop of rain hits you directly on your snoot. And you just see this crackle of blue lightning off in the distance. And then the cave shakes from the thunder that follows. About 40 seconds after the lightning bolt. So you have quite a distance before the storm gets here, but there's a storm a brewing and it's going to be nasty.
I think probably safer to get everyone in. Skiddly do, skedaddly dee.
How are Dit's instincts?
Highly honed and animalistic.
Perfect. You are currently under the fear condition. As I flip a fate token. And you don't know why, but something is watching you.
What direction can I not move in?
You seem to be able to move in all directions.
I try and jump.
You just can't bring it in yourself to jump.
I look up.
You see Canopy. Tree Canopy.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
Then you hear clicking sounds.
How close am I to the caravan?
Good 100 feet, 200 feet. We're gonna go with 200.
I'm gonna look behind me in the cave.
It's a
Look
cave.
at the caravan. Look at Hiryu and Louis. You three go back in the cave.
Okay, boss. Sure thing. You sure you don't want us to help?
It's fine. We're fine. This is fine.
They don't seem perturbed in the slightest.
Oh, you sweet souls. I pat them on the head.
They just look so happy.
I run.
You bolt. As you bolt, your heart begins to race. And you just feel this immense pressure on you. Like it just doesn't stop being above you. Whatever it is, isn't stopped. It hasn't stopped. And you can't see it. You can't even hear it. But you know it's there.
I'm going to light a flaming sphere above my head. Is this a dumb idea? Yes.
How far above your head?
Looking the bottom of the canopy.
Licking the bottom of the canopy.
Wait, are we in the mountains?
You are in the mountains.
There's trees?
Yes.
Well, nonetheless, I guess. Looking the bottom of the canopy.
Yeah. It starts licking at the bottom of the canopy and... Roll me an intimidation.
Well, I've recently got proficiency in it. 23.
You feel something just push off, and then you have a branch hurtling towards you as you know whatever it is has seen you as a threat and has decided to back off, but not before yeeting something at you. There's a tree branch heading at you. What do you do? And this is not a small tree
Dodge.
branch. So you're going to attempt to dodge.
Well, how big tree branch? Like, basically small tree branch, or just good-sized tree branch?
I'd say sturdy enough that somebody could have been standing on it.
You know what? Fuck it. I have a stupid amount of strength. I'm gonna try and catch it.
Athletics. Or strength save. Either or. You know what? We'll go with athletics. It's a skill that doesn't get used enough.
Yeah, fair enough. I eat shit.
Yeah, this branch is a mite bit bigger than you were expecting. And it broke off a bit more. You were like, I got this. And then you were pinned
I
underneath
don't got
it.
this. I don't got this.
Roll me a d6. Add 5. I'm sorry, add 6. Sorry. So 11. You take 11 points of damage.
Yep.
Of course,
Yep.
you hurt yourself that badly. And give me a wisdom save. Yeah, that fear effect is gone.
20.
You're no longer afraid. You scared whatever the fuck this thing was off. The fear effect is no longer on you.
That's good. I don't mean I'm not scared.
Yeah. Also doesn't mean that you don't feel the eyes drop from you. But
That is true.
you are, for all intents and purposes, underneath a tree branch. With a boo-boo.
I'm gonna go ahead and try and occlude myself from this tree branch.
Another athletics check. It's not particularly high now that it's on the ground. Just don't eat shit.
No problem. I mean,
Fair enough. You manage to push this tree branch off of you. And as you do so, you are free, but the rain is starting to hit harder and harder.
I'm going to go to the caravan. That's all haste.
Yeah, as soon as you get there, you see a bunch of the seekers that are there, just scrambling to gather stuff. Oh, good, you're back. Is it safe?
Reasonably so. Well, it's safer than out here.
It does look like it's storming. Sure. Chop chop, guys, we got stuff to go. Come on, get the popo inside. Do you think the popo can fit inside? The answer is no.
Can you shrink them?
No. Okay, shit. Tie him to a nearby tree and give him some cover. Underneath the canopy, she starts giving instructions. Alright. And then she will grab a bunch of, like, scroll cases, put them on her back.
Pretty good at taking charge.
Oh, have to be. They put me in charge of the expedition. Alright! And she starts just kind of hopping along, and then just, you see her tilt her head back, open her mouth, and just catch some of the water before heading inside the cave.
Dit will see that and do the same thing.
That rainwater's mighty crisp.
Refreshing.
What's your passive perception there, buddy?
Passive 14.
As you walk by that tree branch, you see claw marks in it.
Hey, Fifi.
Hmm?
What could have caused that? Pointing the claw marks out to her.
She picks up the tree branch and starts carrying it with her. Not quite sure. Let's take a look.
You're also fairly strong.
Perks of being a shifter, I guess. It's also not that heavy a branch.
Well, It hurts when it gets thrown at you.
Oh dear. Alright, let's get inside. And
I
you
think
see...
whatever caused those claw marks threw it at me.
Oh, okay. And then you see her just kind of open her mouth a little bit, and then her tongue kind of lulls out. Hmm?
I look at her, confused.
Sorry, my wife came in. Apparently
Oh.
she's gotten sick. Oh dear. But I think she's getting some medicine. Fifi's tongue lulls out, and she kind of keeps lulling it out, and then it goes into her backpack and wraps around something, comes out, and there's a potion bottle in her tongue, wrapped with it. It's just kind of rolled over to you.
Dit's just gonna watch all of this
Mhm.
and just kind of under his breath, just kind of say, "What?"
Huh?
I
Okay,
hate
hey,
myself.
it's time. What? She can't talk with her tongue hanging out of her mouth.
He takes the bottle. Could you repeat that?
I said I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
Nothing important.
Okay. And she just keeps walking inside.
He looks so embarrassed.
Mm-hmm. Now, while all this is happening, Vimic, where the fuck are you at? Why are you off the map? Are you crawling on the walls?
I've been crawling on the wall.
No, he's stunned from his stupidity.
I don't think he's not stunned, but that had to hurt. There's a Vimic shaped impression on one of the walls.
Not the first one you've seen today. Vivek is just lying there. Just gonna take a nap on the wall that he got hit into.
Doesn't even pull himself out of the mimic-shaped impression in the wall. Just this is fine.
It is rest time.
Yeah, you're just sitting there in the hole in the wall. Just this indent, you're just up against it now. In that case, you would be right here, because that's where he decided to lick the crystal, like an idiot. It stares back at you. It stares back at you tauntingly.
It's got on. It's daring me to lick it again.
Hmm. Yes, babe. What? Hold on. My wife's asking me something of me, and I can't hear her. She won't speak up. I'll be right back.
Fair enough. How do, Adri? Fair enough. Ah, my bad. Brinko Burr and forget. Either way, how do? Sorry, not how do. How animals?
Needed to get her some water and some nausea medicine.
Poor girl.
Yeah, she's feeling sick. So yeah. Is that boy trying to lick that crystal again, or did he dip too for a second? David, you there, buddy?
Water!
Ah, water is not a bad thing to have. It's a very good thing to have, actually. But yeah, no. What are you doing there after that lick?
Realistically, eating persimmons.
They are alcoholic.
Hmm.
All right, that's
They
your.
shall numb the pain.
They really won't. All right, you decide that it's a good idea to start eating drunk fruit. I think this is about the time after Dit went out that the entire building shakes with a thunderstorm. As you're about to take your
Oh
first
boy.
bite. And it just... Honestly, I don't think you were expecting it.
Just
And,
smash the fruit into your face.
and he bites his tongue.
No!
How could you?
Betrayal.
Easily, you rolled a 1. Anywho, I think at that point, make me... How many of these do you eat?
Probably just munching on one for a minute.
Okay, then yeah, I ain't gonna make you roll a con save for that. They're not that alcoholic. Very good tasting though. Like it tastes like the fruit, but alcohol. Delicious. Reek, you are off by
Mm-hmm.
yourself now, as you've
Mm-hmm.
been for a minute. Put Quinn over here by herself. She's just kind of meditating in the corner. You are here, and this robot is just not currently functioning.
Mm-hmm. I had gone back and gotten the other orbs from where Mick had found the one that powered it the first time.
Got a couple of them.
How many
Two.
do I have that still have
A
power
literal
in them?
couple. To a literal couple. I think that's
Okay,
what I said last time.
I'm gonna save one. When I try to remove the dead one, does it also
No.
crumble? Okay, cool. I put one of the two powered, semi-powered ones that I have back in.
Yeah, and the eyes just jolt back. What did you introduce yourself to them as?
Me,
Yeah. Hello?
I'm here.
I didn't hear what you said.
I said me.
Yeah, you. What did you call yourself, or what did you tell them your name was?
Machi Riku.
Ah, Amachiriku. Pleasure to see you again.
Right. Looks the one remaining one that they have. How is there a way to refill the crystals? Holding up the one that she has and the empty one.
And this is in Draconic, because that's the one language everybody
Yes.
shared.
Yes.
Ah, yes. The crystals can be charged with magical energy. It takes quite a bit for them to function. And to do this, you would need a device that would allow you to transfer magic into electricity. The person being able to do this would have to hold the crystal while charging it with their mana.
Huh. Right. So I shouldn't stick the empty one of these into one of those green glowing veins of magic energy.
That would be highly, highly reckless.
It would.
Quite possibly explosively so.
Damn. Alright. I feel like that was the equivalent to the robot squinting.
Nope. Just no emotion factually stating it.
Mm-hmm.
Can I help with anything else? As we are working on a limited
Say, hypothetically, you were a person. Would you have a favorite beast or color?
Man, you're trying to trick this thing like fucking I tricked AIs. Alright, I'll play your game. Hypothetically, if I were a person, then I assume that I would have a favorite color or beast. However, as I'm an artificial intelligence, I do not currently possess the ability to select a favorite.
Hmm.
Its eyes blink at you, shifting that yellow
What?
to... Hmm?
I'm being yelled at.
Oh,
Okay.
you're fine. Vimic, my man. That Parson is good.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
Just suspicious.
Its eyes flicker colors.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
From yellow to green to yellow.
How many colors should your eyes be?
They are capable of going into any color. However, the default is yellow.
Hmm.
Would you like me to change them?
Why would they flicker between colors?
Errors in system. Or,
Like?
yes, computational errors, or inconsistencies in the ability to compute problems, or general confusion, long loading times, as well as damage.
How old are you?
Unknown.
How old were you when you shut down?
Unknown. System, has been operating in total amount of hours equal to 5 years.
Okay.
But that does not include how long my chassis was there.
Understood, maybe? I assume he means what is this place made for?
Ah, yes. This is a testing facility to understand dragon energy, as well as the life, the life, the life, the life, the life, the life
So
stream.
it's a Jade research facility.
Where does the giant whirlpool of death go?
Unknown. There's a whirlpool? This is not supposed to be that way.
Yeah, and she'll describe its location.
Hmm. I'm not quite sure. I was not aware of its existence until this moment.
Was your research on the dragon energy here fruitful?
Of course. You are running out of time.
Right, yes. The next time I talk to you, or anybody talks to you, is probably going to not be here. Is that okay with you? Can you be
Understandable.
removed from the facilities?
Yes, I could be removed from the facility if needed. 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 However, in doing so, the lab's functionality may cease, which could cause critical failure on Dragon Retainment Protocol.
Dragon containment protocol?
Yes, the Dragon
This
Energy.
facility contains a dragon.
No, the Dragon in Energy.
Okay.
It's stored within this facility, even if it is leaking. And if it was to suddenly no longer have the one running its computations, there's no telling what could happen.
You weren't running.
Even in my shut-off state, I have a supply of energy inside my chassis. I enter a deactivated state that allows me to operate without having all capacity running. I could either be out there full capacity all the time, or augment myself with these gems to maintain both consciousness and computation.
You know how long you had been out there for?
Error. And you just see the eyes flicker again. This time to
Mhm.
red.
Who designed the facility?
Classified.
Huh.
I'm sorry, I
Oh,
cannot help you with that.
that's fine. Um, What else? Was the research that's in the vault your main findings?
One more time.
Was the research in the vault your main findings?
Correct.
So down here.
Between that and what the creator took with him when he left.
The creator. Who would that be?
Classified.
Great. Lovely.
And the eyes just start to dim and start to flicker.
Yeah.
You feel like you got one more.
She just says rest well. And walks off.
Entering safe mode. And then she just kind of sits down in a chair.
And then I go and try and figure out where the fuck Mimic is and what the fuck that sound was.
You would have already experienced the shaking of the
Mhm.
building.
That's fine. That's fine. She
Vimic-
assumes that was also Vimic, but
Mm.
does not know otherwise apparently.
Yeah, Vimic, what you doing there, buddy?
I mean, there's just not much for Vimic to be doing here, except for
Understandable.
eating the persimmon.
Let's go ahead and just pull
Probably would have wandered from that exact area.
Okay.
Just
Well,
a little bit.
yeah, fair enough. It's at this point, Dit, that I'm gonna have you and Fifi just walk down the steps, and you guys just see a gaggle of fucking seekers run in. Some of them trying to cover notes that were getting wet, others just trying to get out of the rain, and a couple of them just excited to get to work.
Yeah, I think there might be an elder dragon outside. Wild guess, though.
Yeah.
Elder.
Alright. Yeah, Vimic, so you hear that.
Why would you assume there's an elder dragon?
Weird lightning.
Weird lightning.
Is we doing Louis safe?
Yeah, they're fine. They're currently playing cards. You will note that Huey seems to be trying to figure out how Louis is winning. And Dewey is playing a completely different card game. By the way,
I'm gonna look
you got a
at
passive.
Louis.
You got a passive 14. You see that he has a whole second deck just in a sleeve.
I'm gonna look at Louis. I'm gonna walk over to him, stare down at him, and pat him on the head, and then walk off.
He drops the cards. And it's like, so that's how you've been beating me at blackjack. I thought we were playing Go Fish. And, you know, that whole argument ensues, Three Stooges style.
It's just gonna walk over to Fifi and just kind of say, "I love those goofballs."
Well, they are adorable. It's not often you see palicos get along like that. Usually they're either solitary or bonded with one hunter.
Oh, I found them together and helped them a little bit.
That's good. Looks like it's come a long way. Look at him go. All close and shit. Huh. Kind of like brothers, I suppose. I think.
I mean, want me to ask them?
I mean, you could if you wanted to.
Hey, Huey, Dewey, Louie, are you, like, related?
Yeah.
3 brothers?
Yeah. I'm the oldest, Louis says, crossing his arms. And then Dewey just goes, by 4 seconds, ass, and then pushes him. Continues fighting over cards. You don't know how or why, but there appears to be a couple of Uno cards that somehow got put in the mix.
What? He's just gonna look at them and just be honestly confused. Because he's never seen these cards before, like, these types of cards before.
Mm-hmm. They're colorful.
Where did you find these?
Well, we got them back in... Well, we got them back when we were in Sil Valley. The little city north of Arcali. Itty bitty tiny little town. Almost a village, I think. How many people are in a village? They just start arguing back and forth over what constitutes a town and a village.
More than 100 people.
Does it count if when we were there it was 103 and when we left it was 100?
He shrugs. I would.
Okay, if that counts, then technically it was... Oh man, when we left that city it turned into a village. Or that town, it turned into a village. We single-handedly made a town a village. And
Congratulations.
one of them looks proud, one of them looks completely dismayed, and the other one just seems to find it funny. Fifi just
This
kind
is gonna...
I'm back.
welcome back.
Hi, back. Just gonna look at Fifi. How she reacted to all this.
She's just kind of chuckling.
Didn't nods at their antics.
Mhm.
Thanks, Windman.
It is at about this time that Ree will walk in with Vimic sitting in the middle of 3 cats that are that have Uno cards, regular playing cards, and are saying something about single-handedly turning a town into a village. And the cards are everywhere, and there appears to be more than enough cards for 3 decks.
Sure. I look for the researchers.
They are violently... They are literally dusting the fucking stairs looking for hints. They are literally going over everything.
I'm gonna go up to Fifi, kind of under my breath, explain to her what exactly we found. As far as, obviously, do not touch the green glowing bullshit. It is pure dragon energy. Hand her the crystals and tell her about the Warforged and give her the write-up that I have of all the questions asked and all the answers given. As well as the last remaining one. And tell her she's free to use it as she pleases, but there is no others until we can figure out a way to charge them, as per described by said claiming to be Warforged. And that also, if they are removed from the facilities, it might collapse.
She just sits there, mouth agape, eyes twinkling,
Mm-hmm.
and takes those notes. You see her eyes independently reading separate note pages.
They are detailed word for word,
Mm-hmm.
because that is Ree.
Yes, yes. Okay, understandable. Oh boy, that could be bad. Ooh, but that's nice. Oh, that's an interesting question. Good think. Oh dear. All right, charging these things. And you see her asking way out of order, but taking all of the information in.
Mm-hmm.
Right. She kind of just packs it together and then is like, "Can I keep this?"
They're copies, so yeah.
Perfect. She rolls them up and sticks them in a scroll case.
Yeah.
Alrighty. It looks like
They
this.
were copies of her actual notebook,
Alrighty
because she
then,
knows.
boys and girls. This room is not the interesting one. Let's move. Let's move. Let's move. She starts ushering people to doors. Go on. Go on. Shoo, shoo, shoo. And you see the researchers spread out. Right. Well,
Looking at Vimic and Dit, she's like, I'm gonna go outside for a bit. I got some stuff I need to think about.
You should wear a cloak. You can borrow mine.
No, I'm good. Thank you, though.
Also, keep an eye out above you.
Above?
I think there was something in the trees.
oh,
Huh.
when she got those notes, Fifi 100% dropped that stick. By the way.
Fair enough.
So there's just a fucking tree branch in the middle of this room that wasn't there before.
There's also
Do I
various
see the claw marks in the tree
I don't
branch?
know. What's your passive perception?
11.
No,
It's not great.
no, it's not. Mm. So no, you do not.
Just looks at the tree branch, looks at Vim, or, Vimic, Dit, and just...
Oh, give me 1 second. My wife's calling for me. You can guys go ahead and talk between yourselves.
Do I want to know why there's a tree, part of a tree in here?
Oh, it got thrown at me or there's something in the trees.
Got thrown at you.
Yeah. It's like a big old
Are
fucking
you
trees.
okay?
I don't want to be an inconvenience.
That's not what I asked.
I'm fine.
That's... Are you saying you're fine because you don't want to be an inconvenience? Or are you actually fine? Dit.
I don't need any healing
Okay.
other than time and rest.
I don't know how much time's gonna fix your current state of mind, but...
I don't know.
Hmm.
Right.
Hmm.
Uh,
Here we are.
right. Well, you have fun playing... fucking... whatever this is. And she goes up the steps.
156 card pickup. Louis says, proud of himself for the joke, and
Mm-hmm.
also being able to do,
Congratulations.
also being able to do basic math.
Dit starts counting on his fingers.
No, he's right. If there's 3 full decks,
No, you idiot. One of those is an Uno deck. Just bops him.
never heard him. I'm just gonna. She hit that side.
So, for your reference, that would be a 212 card count. Because
She's not familiar with Uno.
Uno's got 108 cards in it.
Not familiar with it.
Yeah, no.
That's
Uno
you're-
some,
comes with
that's some
2 decks.
Southerner bullshit.
Technically, from where you were at, north, south, east.
Most things are Southerner bullshit.
It's not a southerner thing. It's an eastern thing.
Same thing.
It's really not. But yeah, no, you go outside. I'm assuming that
Mhm.
they fill you in with what happened because I was not here for that.
They told me about. I asked why there's a tree in here, and they told me about the thing in the trees. That
Understandable.
was it.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna go outside and sit in the rain for a bit.
Dit did make a jokingly concerning statement about, I think there's an elder dragon outside. Dit does not know that at all, but he's just assuming the worst.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Fun. Yep, still doing it.
Fair enough.
We're gonna go. We're gonna go sit in the not being used cart.
Alright. There are. Oh boy. Right. How long have you guys been inside conversating?
Not terribly long.
Right. So, let's see here. Took you guys time, got them all wrapped up. There'd still be people getting inside. Everybody got inside. Then you guys had the conversation about the cards. Then Ree got in the room. Then the room was chatted up a little bit with Ree in the room. Ree gave them the notes. Then you guys chatted about the stuff that happened outside.
We talked for like 2 minutes,
Yeah.
5 minutes at most.
How many rounds is 5 minutes?
That's fair.
50.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How many rounds is a minute?
10.
Exactly. How long do fights typically last?
Like
Not long.
4 to 8 max.
Rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Understandable.
So our rides are dead, right?
You're about to find out.
Did the popo get yeeted immediately?
Quite possibly.
Oh fuck. Alright, well, I'll see you in a moment.
Yeah. As you go out there to the cart, the popo appear to be fine.
Okay.
There does appear.
I went outside into the rain to think, but also because she knows Vulture likes the rain.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and it's having the time of its fucking life. What's Vulture's passive perception?
Probably higher than mine.
About to see.
No, actually, worse than mine. 10.
Ah, perfect. Alright, and yours is 11, so...
But, yeah. I set Vulture free flying because as long as she's close, she can take some time to herself.
Yeah. The popo are spooked. That's not
fine.
hard. That's not hard to see.
Yeah, and that's not hard to do either.
No, it's really not. But Vulture's kind of jumping between tree branches and kind of just flittering around. And it's cold out here. It's wet.
Mm-hmm.
The mud kind of sliding through the ground. Just a tiny little mudslide. Not anything that's dangerous, but you can see off in the distance just snow, mud, and wet water. As it is a little snowy out here.
It's fine.
It is also lightning. A nice, crisp blue lightning. And just... it's quiet. Very quiet.
Yeah. Very quiet. Unnaturally quiet?
I don't know. Roll a perception.
Oh, fuck.
And don't
Alright.
suck at it.
Yeah, that's not gonna go well. I don't give a fuck. My brain's
Fucking unnaturally quiet.
spiral.
So
My
quiet.
brain's
Yeah, so quiet that you could hear your own thoughts.
yeah.
Those are always great.
Are they?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
The screams never stop.
No.
You should eat your pet.
Just your fucking intrusive thoughts.
Intrusive thoughts. You're not wanted in this conversation.
Fucking intrusive thoughts. Those are fun. No, it's quiet. Quiet. And it gives you time to think. And the water's kind of... you're like, well, the water's drowning out the sound. No duh. It's fucking thunderstorming. What would in its right mind be out in this mess?
Mm-hmm. Which figures whatever Dit thinks they saw is just not there anymore.
Yeah. Couldn't be, right? Couldn't be.
Yeah. Just kind of thinks about the past week week or plus between the Hypnocantress where she, went unconscious and those fucking Trovarians, and just kind of maybe not fully channeling the stance, but just kind of let some of the blue fire that is from her stance roll through her fingers for a moment.
It is at this time in which, out of the canopy, an Iapre corpse falls.
Look over at it.
For those that don't know, the fuck is that?
I'm
Yeah.
working on it. Let's just see if I can find one that's decent. Well, this one's actually like somebody doodled it, so I'm gonna do this one. Because it shows a decent depiction. Oh, wait, no. I think I just found the original art. The in-game art. Yay, in-game art. The small ones, not the big
Oh.
one with the crest.
Little guys.
Well, I mean, little's a strong word. They're still, like person side, they're medium creatures. But yeah, one of those just falls out from like the upper parts of a tree.
Look it over and look up. Look at it for a moment, then look up.
Okay, you can roll an investigation if you'd like more information, but it's covered in claw marks and bite marks. Those claw marks are identical to the ones that were down the mountain. And there's that thick, brackish blood to it and the purple, poisonous looking stuff
Hmm.
just leaking from it. And this one has its throat ripped out, so you know there's no way it's getting back up. You don't think. Then you look at it for a moment.
These things are not in trees, typically, I assume.
You can roll survival, but I don't think you need to be a genius to figure out that the fucking raptors don't climb. But
20 roll the survival.
I'd say roll it just to see how silly you find it. Yeah, that's a fucking
Yeah, no.
ridiculous ass idea. These things don't live in the trees. These things barely live in the mountains. They live in forested areas of mountains. Like,
So
you're more
exactly
likely
like
to
where
find these. Yeah, you're more likely to find these in the swamp or like warmer
Mhm.
temperatures. But it's not uncommon for them to be in this area.
Mhm. I'm gonna look up in the tree canopy where that thing fell from.
Roll a perception.
Fuck, man. Oh hey. Not dog shit. However, I am dog shit, so maybe not.
No. You look up and you just see corpses of Iodrome and Iapre. There's a
Hanging
drome
in the
up
tree.
there. The drome is the big one.
Mhm. Just hanging in the trees?
In the trees. Much like jaguars do their prey.
Mhm.
And a drop of blood hits you on the nose, and you realize that if it hadn't had been raining, this might have gotten noticed sooner, but there's every bit of likelihood that this happened earlier than you guys got here, and you guys have been walking through this, and the rain has just started getting these things bleeding enough for it to fall.
Hmm.
Does she notice the fire damage?
There's also roasty toasty tree damage. But it was in the
Yeah.
rain, so nothing caught. And you see a break on one of the trees where a limb was snapped from it. I'm gonna let that investigation ride.
Okay.
Whatever snapped that tree branch, it didn't kick it off of the tree downwards, it ripped it up and off before throwing it.
Gotcha.
As in, that was something that was intentional.
Okay.
Not only something intentional, but something that's going to take a lot more force to do.
What the hell? In Wyverian, she calls Voltra to her.
It is at this point, because your fucking perception the first time you ran it, you will notice that Voltra is on your back.
Huh. When did you? You know what?
And it's currently chittering and just looking around frantically.
It's okay. Hey. You're alright. The hell spooked you? The only thing that spooks you is dad with a fucking sandal. Or a frying pan. Yeah.
You just hear this
Um,
clicking sound echoing throughout
From
the
her?
trees.
From her or from?
No.
Okay. That's, oh boy.
It is then at this point that you start to feel like you're being watched. And suddenly, you realize just how quiet it is.
Mm-hmm.
And the Popo are just sitting there, not making any sounds, cowering.
Yeah, we're gonna get off the cart and go stand with the Popo.
They're next to the cart. It's tied to a tree.
Well, then we're gonna remain where we are, cause whatever this is, I don't want them eating the fucking Popo.
So here you sit.
Laughs into scaring it off.
Hmm?
Oh, I think Dent might have scared it off.
Yeah, it's fine.
I hope he did.
Maybe. As you sit here by yourself in the rain,
Yeah.
we're gonna go over to the other two. Hey guys, how you doing? Hey Vimic, how's your suddenly half health character looking?
Hey,
Also,
hey James.
yeah.
For the sake of brevity, can I roll flirt?
You may roll me a d20 and add your flat charisma.
I'll use my inspiration.
You may.
You know what? You can use my inspiration from last time. There you go.
I used my last fate token to make you roll it at disadvantage each shit.
No.
Roll it again.
Can I use my fate token to say fuck you?
Nope.
No.
Aw.
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah, no. She kind of just flirts back and forth a little bit. Seems like she's trying to focus on her work, but I mean, shit, it's a cute kobold. Yeah, no. Hey. She finds your new demeanor a little bit more attractive than your old one.
Fair enough. Most people would.
But once again, this is not something that's just like rolls charisma check, girlfriend. She flirts back a little bit, but she's
I'm
mostly just enjoying herself and getting work done.
not saying that's the case.
Of course. But that was a hell of a lot of stuff to burn for this for this. Hey. Hey, girl, you come here often. Looks at the dusty ass cave around. You know what? Hit me with your best pickup line right now. Just do it. What you got?
You know what? Dit, in his current mindset with this lady, would probably say something along the lines of, "You got a pretty neat tongue." Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty flexible. Good for grabbing things and moving them around.
I do not wish to continue the sentence.
She
Sorry,
says,
James. I don't feel like flirting with you.
"Yeah, no problem, buddy. That's where that ends." Yeah, she just
The straight
eyebrow
man to the straight man.
says the says the straight man to
The
the.
straight man to the pan
I was
man.
about to say.
Apologies.
I was about to say, what you talking about? No. She says that, eyebrow wiggles, and immediately grabs something she needs from her backpack with it, while keeping her other hands occupied doing actual work. But yeah, no. Vimic, what are
Dip
you up to?
blushes.
Considering his ass got blasted, mostly just stretching his sore muscles.
I'll say that. How long are you two gonna go with Reese left outside by herself?
I mean, probably not very long, considering the fact that Dit said, "Oh hey, something was watching me," and also I think Legendary Monster was watching something.
Yeah. So, are you trying to get like a short rest in, or are you like waiting 10 minutes and jumping outside?
Give it 5 to 10 and then walk outside.
Okay. Alright, Vimic. It is downpouring. Like,
Ooh, we like the rain.
it is rough rain. This is a thunderstorm and a half. This is a very harsh thunderstorm and a half. And what's your perception, passive perception? Or are you just going directly to where he is?
Passive B13. Did you say passive or active?
Passive or active, your choice.
Whee!
Okay!
What else I have left?
It's about damn time something good happens to y'all. As Vimic, you see Ree. You see the Ioprey and Iodrome corpses. And you just see this black mass just occasionally weaving throughout the tree branches, kind of circling Ree. And it is
How far?
about 200 feet out. And it is up there in the canopy. Now you see this black mass moving, you see it's black mass, you don't see what it is. Because even with this great perception roll, it is dark, it is storming, and there's a lot of canopy between you and it.
I know it's well outside of javelin range, but can we go for it? Not necessarily trying to hit it, just trying to scare it off.
You also have a gun lance.
A gun lance does not go 200 feet.
I thought its max. I thought its long range was 300.
It also does not get gun lance things until uncommon.
Does it not have ammo?
Nope.
Serious? All right, that's weird. So it's literally just a regular ass lance until.
Yep.
That's pretty funny. All right, yeah, no. You can fucking try. Yeah.
Go for like the good old Olympic style of javelin throw.
All right, fuck yeah.
Distance over accuracy.
So you're just fucking swirling. Like you're doing the fucking twirl, or are you just doing like the run skip on one foot and then yeet?
Run, skip, yeet.
The twirl you're thinking of is the
Shot
that's
put.
the discus.
Mhm.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
aware.
the discus.
I'm aware. You can
You
do
don't
it with
do
a
the
you can do it with a spear as well.
I mean, you can, but it's like not as efficient.
It's not efficient, but it does get distance.
Run, skip, eat.
All right, roll me a to hit, disadvantage, and then -5.
Hmm.
So a 2. As this just kind of veers so true for a moment, and then just starts hitting tree branches, and you just see it kind of jingle and then fall in front of Ree. And you notice that thing stop moving. And this just clicking sound.
Do I now see a Vimic?
You do see a Vimic, and you also see his javelin that just
Mhm.
fell in front of you.
Mm-hmm. Just
And you hear the
I
clicking,
assume you saw whatever is out there.
and he is 200 feet away.
I assume you saw whatever's out there.
200 feet away. That's shouting
Right.
distance.
Yeah.
Especially in the storm. Which I'm not asking you to shout, but just Ree says
Whatever
that
it
throughout the storm.
is.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, it hasn't outwardly attacked. And it hasn't harmed anything here. It's killed a fuck ton of, what was it, Idoprey?
Ioprey.
Ioprey and Iodrums, but I don't think.
It's circling you like prey.
Hey, Vimic. You're
Yep.
200 feet away, right?
Y'all.
What's your AC?
AC 17.
Looks like you both can't hit for nothing. As a Iodrome head is tossed in your direction and lands at your feet from the tree.
I'm about to play toss with this motherfucker and throw it back.
All right. You do see that, Ree, and because of
Mm-hmm.
how attacks work,
Yeah.
that stealth is broken, and you just see this big black mass in the canopy, and it is relatively close to you.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna, yeah, axe is in the hand. She is standing, but gonna place herself between it and the popo for the moment. I think you pissed it off, Vimic.
I'd hazard a guess it was gonna jump eventually.
Maybe, maybe
Let's
not.
go. How far down does the stairwell go from the entrance?
It's not super far. Like, if you wanted to shout in the echo down the chamber, you could theoretically get somebody's attention.
I will say that having been speaking with having had spoken with Echo and knowing basically everybody in the party speaks Draconic, Ree has been speaking in Draconic just because Brain has not swapped from Draconic back to Common yet.
Mm-hmm. Understandable.
So
Yeah, we'll shout down for Dit.
Why you inside.
Ask Riku that.
You didn't have to come out here.
Neither did you. Okay, I'm coming.
Said that to Vimic, not to Dit.
Hey, look.
Bonk.
Out.
You
No.
don't-
Bonk on who?
You don't. Yeah. Vimic. Just another Eye of Prey head at you. And you just shrug it off.
Shall endurance.
Just.
Whatever it is doesn't seem to be taking you seriously.
It's gonna go outside.
There are
with his
two
arms
Eye of.
raised.
Yeah, there's an Eye of Prey head and an Iodrome head at Vimic's feet. And
He's just gonna raise up his arms, unplume his foliage, I guess, whatever, and just start yelling.
Okay. I'm assuming this is an intimidation attempt.
Really
Yes, but
confused.
to everyone else it looks goofy.
No, he's
Really
trying to
confused.
performance. He's
Yeah.
trying to seduce it.
Yes,
Those
it's
are
mating dance.
those are two very different roles.
No, it's intimidation. At this
You can
point.
just
Hey.
okay. Instead of a head this time, there's a whole body tossed, but not at you, but just at like in the general direction.
It's giving us food to fuck off.
Yeah. What the fuck?
What is that?
No, just think we're playing toss at this point.
What was that sound?
Oh, no idea.
A credit card in my mouth.
Why?
Bruh.
Why are you eating your money?
It doesn't have money on it.
Oh, fair enough.
More like a debit card. Anyway.
Yeah. So
Well, fortunately, you need one to get like a car.
Anyway.
yeah, no. As this thing begins to slink off, going in the opposite direction, slowly but surely.
I believe I have de-escalated the conflict.
And you just see
Not
it.
sure there would have been a conflict if Vivek didn't throw something at it.
When you see a monster circling, like it's hunting, I don't generally give it the chance to make the first strike.
With what you've told me, that's understandable. I tend to be a bit more evaluative. Kind of brought me up in the not every monster is a threat mentality.
I mean, every monster's a threat, that's why you don't deal with it. Well,
Holds up Voltra.
clarification. Every monster can be dangerous, and you just have to deal with them appropriately.
Exactly. Voltra seemed to calm down now that that big scary thing is gone.
Surprisingly, no.
Hmm.
Did I speak Voltra?
You speak dragon, and Voltra seems to respond to dragon.
that is the language Dit was also speaking in, so...
Yeah, well,
Should we just make our default conversations in Draconic since literally our entire party knows it? It'd be great.
I feel like just everyone looking at them like, what are they speaking?
unless they're scholars, yeah, or draconic in nature, yeah.
I mean, it's a good way to keep information to a minimum.
Yeah.
Can I go over to where it was circling to check the tracks?
Yeah. It's you have to climb some trees. It was
Tree
in.
climbing.
Yeah. All right.
It's always fun.
All right, Toad Boy, roll me in athletics. At disadvantage because it's fucking raining.
We'll throw a range.
You fucking rage to. Okay. You guys
We
also
rage
have
for them.
all of the fucking narrative
Yeah.
tokens at the moment.
Can we narrative the rain away?
To scare away the thunder.
All right.
Yeah,
You
can we-
want to narrative away the rain. Somebody else will roll me a D100 to see what it turns into. I'm taking a fate token for that though. Fuck you.
Okay.
It's gonna turn into even worse rain.
It could.
Downright hurricane weather.
It could. It's not. It's now
50-50.
just lightly sprinkling. As the heavy rain has dissipated. The thunder and lightning remains, but the rain is mostly clearing up. It's still
Looks like the
overcast.
storm's moving past.
16 on that athletics.
Yeah, you get up the damn tree, fuck you. As you get up into the tree, there are corpses up here. You think that there's probably a total of 8 corpses, one of which is a whole ass Iodrome. The rest are all Iapre.
I guess I will go to the Iodrome to see if I cannot identify the markings.
It's technically would be medicine,
Medicine.
technically speaking.
7.
It could also be survival for trying to figure out the animal.
Pretty much the same.
Okay, well, yeah, these are claw marks, bite marks. That's about all you get. Maybe you weren't the one that needed to climb the tree. You suddenly
No.
think.
I'll just drop the Iodrome body. Safely.
Mhm. So you just start dropping the bodies.
No, just the singular Iodrome.
Yeah, that Iodrome falls to the ground and crashes. Eventually the Popo stop panicking and start making noises again. And there's an
Voltra.
yeah, Voltra still seems to be a little spooked, but
That's fine.
just a little bit. It's also baby
Yeah,
versus
it's a baby.
versus full cattle.
Yeah, it's a baby.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Dit, against my own better judgment, is going to try and give the scared baby a head pet.
Are you sure about that?
You can roll animal
I-
handling, and we'll see where it goes, because you've already earned its respect a little bit. So let's see. Animal handling.
So, animal handling. Let's put some base go. 12.
You do not get bit.
Hmm.
But it does narrow its eyes at you.
Even though she's spooked.
Mm-hmm. She does. She 100% narrows her eyes at you though, and like just a little bit of a static shock to your hand. Just a little bit, not enough to hurt,
Tingle.
but just tingle.
Is it the same fucking touching the edge of the trampoline after playing on it?
Yes.
So you get static electricity.
Yeah.
That the
I'll see about getting you some fish.
I
It
don't
just
think Vulture's ever had fish.
looks puzzled. It doesn't know that word.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get
Yeah,
you some fish.
but there's now an iodrome just on the ground next to where you guys were, and it was pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
Vimic is in the trees.
Vimic is going to come down from the tree.
Let
Eh.
gravity take over. It's the worst that could happen.
Yeah, what's the
Did you
worst?
say let gravity take over?
Yeah,
Yeah,
what's
just
the
let
worst
gravity take over. What's the worst that can happen?
How tall is the tree?
You would be taking damage. It is
How
well
tall
abo-
is the tree?
say about 40 feet. The
Yeah,
canopy starts at about 30.
we'll do the old claw down the tree. Or
Reverse
better
cat.
yet,
I ain't even gonna make you roll athletics for that.
yeah, reverse cat.
Instead of clawing up the tree, you just grind down. You do get some tree bark up your fingernails, though.
So all you gotta do is you shove your hands in, you wrap your legs around, and you start going down.
Fair enough. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
You fucking sexy fireman pull your way down.
Sexy fireman.
Yeah, there you go. Well, firemen are typically sexy. Anywho,
Just a quick leg twirl around the entire base real quick.
I mean, dude, you gotta do what you gotta do. Roll performance.
No. It's not happening.
This is not exactly where I saw Vivek's story going, but hey, I'm here for it.
Mimic the
I
pull down.
mean, listen, Vivek can have their fucking exotic dancer arc. It's fine. I get it. Get that bag.
Definitely getting some. You would get some interesting customers. Anywho, you get to the ground and it is muddy.
Chimkin included.
Jimkin
There is a
included.
fetish for everything.
Dude, you don't. Let's not get into that right now. As yeah, no.
Froggish?
Let's not get froggy now, shall we? You get to the ground and you're still being watched. You know it deep down in your bones.
It's still watching us.
Huh?
The-
Thought you said you scared it off.
It's not. It's watching and waiting for us to leave. So it can go back to its nest. Gesturing up at the trees above us.
I don't know if that's a nest. More
Or else
like
would it gather its food there?
I don't know. You said that I saw the brackish blood earlier with my investigation, right?
Yep.
Just I don't know. Look, and she points to the corpse that had landed in front of her. Kind of takes like a stick, moves it so that they can see the
You're gonna
fucking.
the one that he chose to drop is a large creature.
Not that one. The one that
Oh,
that dropped in front of me.
gotcha. Yeah.
The
You can,
bribe.
yeah. Not the yeah, the bribe. Uh, as you poke it, yeah, there's that purplish brackish blood.
And this thing. I think it's the same thing that we encountered all those Jaggy. which means either we've accidentally followed it or it's followed us.
I think we might have accidentally followed it. If it's followed us, it would have attacked sooner.
If it's not outwardly aggressive, curiosity is a thing.
True, but curiosity would only bring a creature so far out of its hunting grounds.
Maybe.
It would be at this point that you're from the jungle.
Mm-hmm.
You're aware of creatures like Devil Joe, Basil Goose,
Yeah. So unless it's
Bonboro.
an invader, they tend to not really have their own set territory. They just kind of do what they want. Though they're typically hyper aggressive, would not have hesitated.
Who knows, maybe it's a really big Pookie.
I don't think so. There's no traces of active poison. This infection maybe, but it's not poison.
Uh, Pookie. I would like to note that Pookie also cannot climb trees.
Yeah, fair.
Like
But,
I was making it sick.
yeah, I know you were making a joke, but I'd also like to point that out for Ree because Ree just like, there's no
Yeah.
traces of poison. I'm just sitting here like, it ain't got no arms.
yeah, just blinks a moment. Also, Pookie just don't live in trees. Can't climb.
Just looks at her.
Because they have no arms. Unless it's...
Pookie on
Hey.
the mainland.
DM.
Mm-hmm. I'm a DM. What's up?
Yeah. Ree's kind of big braining here. Can I make like an intelligence or investigation check to try to piece some things together? Along the lines of, what if it's not a beast? Because that line of Pookie don't have arms looks inside at the shifter woman.
You know what?
And this thing seems intelligent.
Well, would you like to roll a retroactive insight?
Sure.
You start piecing things together.
Is this a person?
You're not quite sure if you would call it a person. You don't have that kind of info.
No.
But you are aware that it is probably sapient, as it distinguished a threat, identified Dit as a threat, remembered that Dit was a threat, Vimic threw a javelin towards it, but didn't even get close, and yet somehow it had deduced that he was throwing a javelin at him. Instead of seeing Vimic as a threat, he decided to do something petty, and it threw a
A head.
head,
Yeah.
just something light and easy to
Eh,
toss.
Pebble.
Yeah,
Yeah. Pebble.
and it landed at Vimic's feet. And then even when Vimic got hit again later with another head, it didn't seem like it was trying to actively like damage him so much as spook him off. Like it wasn't full force thrown like the body was when it decided to make its peace offering and leave.
Mm-hmm.
It threw it like underhand toss just about.
Yeah.
And then it's at that point that you realize that it had to wriggle that branch free. And since it ripped the branch up and tossed it back down, that implies that it had to be able to grab the branch.
Branch.
And if you didn't see any teeth marks on that branch, then that means it didn't use its mouth to pick it up.
You just see the gears in Ree's head turning. I don't think we're dealing with a beast per se. Well, maybe we are. There are some cases of. I think it's sapient.
Well, if it's sapient, it's infected with whatever this goop is.
It didn't outright attack us.
Maybe it has
It
control?
very pettily threw the equivalent of a kid throwing a stone at a cart. Threw a head at Vimic.
Maybe it has control.
Maybe? Maybe it's the source of this.
But why would it be spreading it?
I don't think it's intending to. Look, it's. We saw what happened with the Jaggy, right? Look at these guys. Points to both the Iodrome and the Iapray. Their throats are ripped out. It's like they made it so they couldn't get back up.
That's a fair statement.
And if it was there when we came across everything, it saw the effect its disease, its virus had.
We could try leaving it a note in Draconic.
I don't. Maybe.
Worth a shot. It's better than. It's. I think it's left. Maybe. Well, it's out of earshot.
Whatever it is, I think it. I think it sees you as a threat, which is why it backed off.
That's weird. And mildly flattering. But I don't.
I look back up at the trees. They're singed, right?
They are.
What did you do out here earlier?
There was something in the trees, which I assume was that thing, and I held up my fire
So the same thing that you did to the Jaggy, the undead Jaggy.
Should I not have?
No, I'm just. If it's the same thing that you did to the undead Jaggy, or the. Maybe it doesn't like fire?
Maybe.
Maybe that's why it sees you as a threat.
Certainly be interesting if that is the case. Though I'm not exactly sure if that's the case. But Oh.
Just sure it's not here anymore.
not in the. I don't know.
Sorry.
It's still near. I think, maybe.
More than welcome to
I don't know.
perceive. Because until you guys do, I'm working with your passives.
Mm-hmm.
Feel danger.
Take a look around.
I smell danger.
You do?
No, I don't.
Hey,
My brain is working a mile a minute.
Your eyes are fucking vibrating in your skull. You're thinking so fast. Dit, that was persuasion.
Fuck.
I'll let you keep the previous roll. It just goes down to a 20.
Yeah.
But it's just so fucking funny. You persuade him to show himself. And out from the bushes comes a Garen Golem.
Oh,
God damn it.
I don't know what that is.
No, you don't. And neither you don't wanna. It's the Frankenstein's monster. It's literally
Anyway,
Garen Golem.
it looks great. But no, yeah, Dit, with that 20, you do indeed see it, but it is far away now. Like, it is, the average eyesight lasts up to a mile.
Mm-hmm.
This thing has moved about 1,000 feet away, but it's still there. And now that it's not raining as much, you can make out just black and purple.
Is it moving away still, or is it keeping that distance?
It is maintaining distance.
if it is the same thing that we encountered that created this Jaggy, that means
Well,
it probably also infected that Hypnocantress, meaning that it was probably watching us then too.
it's over there.
Where?
Key points.
You make an active point, and as you point, Dit, you see it but
Mm-hmm.
not before it immediately gets covered in this blackish purple smoke and drops from the tree line over there.
Do you want to be here when I do something stupid, or do you want to go in the cave with everybody else?
I want to make sure everyone in the cave is safe. But to do that, I should be out here. Much to my regret.
I ask because I don't think it's gonna come close with you here.
I can hide.
You rattle louder than I do when you move.
I could hide. Maybe. I can't. Not. You're right. I'll go. Go.
Uh, yeah. Dit.
Yeah.
It is just straight up bolting now.
I think it's running away.
Hmm.
I see it moving away.
Alright. I think I'm gonna stay out here. Well, for a while, probably.
I think I'm gonna go tell Fifi about this.
I'm sure she'd be very interested to know.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she would. She's a really interesting person when you get to know her, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
You've been getting to know her.
Well, we've been talking a little bit just while working.
Ask her about her fields of study. You'll get endless talking.
I already have. And I think she was appreciative.
I'm sure she was.
It's actually pretty interesting. She's like really into the. She calls it the old world. I don't really get it, but it seems neat.
Well, maybe she can read some of the precursor that is down there.
Yes, funny word.
The language of the old.
I mean, you're kind of old, but you still speak the same language.
You've
Yeah.
got about
Can I
5
insult you?
seconds before I punch you into that cave.
I'm gonna leave. I'm sorry.
You've got about 5 seconds before I punch you into that cave.
He's Skitter.
Oh my god, I turned Dit from fucking bellowing, shouting to skittering. Oh no, I've turned Dit into fucking. No, I've reverted Dit to his old personality by accident. Alright, yeah, no, you go in the cave. If you tell Fifi, she is 100% excited and starts to run outside.
Dit will follow.
Yeah.
Well.
It will take them a minute for that to happen. Vimic, buddy, you got a lot of information just spewed at you. And also, now you know this thing that was throwing heads at you was being petty and knew what it was doing. So what's going on in that orcish brain of yours?
Petty revenge.
Petty revenge. Oh yeah? How
I'm
so?
gonna find some rocks. Ooh. Clean the heads, turn them into skulls, and throw those at it next time you see it.
Exactly.
Alright, you gonna take the Iodrum heads to clean?
That is the plan.
Alright, roll me a good old-fashioned survival check, and this not going to tell you whether you can or can't, it's going to tell you how gross and how long it takes. It's not any grosser than having to debrain anything else. But yeah, no, this
I have much experience debraining
So-
things, but most
so-
of the time the skull isn't intact after.
most
So
of the time.
while you're doing that, Regis says, "So, you want to finally talk about what happened during that fight? Or are you just gonna keep pretending that it didn't?"
Just like chunking a bit of brain matter out of the skull. I'm not sure there's much to talk about.
I'm not sure there's much to talk about. You wouldn't call, you know, the literal ghosts of your past coming to your defense much to talk about.
I simply mean I do not know how to talk about it.
You don't gotta know how. But you can't keep that shit to yourself. Else it'll fester. Reed definitely sounds like somebody who has been told this multiple times who only slightly believes it.
Sorry, my brain's just going burr.
All good.
I didn't really get enough sleep today.
Oh, sorry to hear that, man.
Then I will give you a reprieve for potential character development.
As you cleaned gray matter. That's actually kind of a little bit of a greenish color. Because Iodrome are weird.
Rui is gonna start putting Vulture through some
Mm.
flight exercises to help calm her nerve, like setting a working dog on a task.
Yeah. About how long are you guys gonna keep at this?
Rui doesn't have plans to go back inside.
Okay. Eventually, Dit and Fifi will be outside. Fifi is absolutely jumping between the corpses.
So it was over there,
Okay.
and then it ran over there,
Alright. And she just
and then it threw
jumps.
that at me.
She flies up to
Point
where
me.
you said where it was, then it was, and then flies down to see the thing that it threw. Okay.
And then it ran that way. And then I saw it again, and then it ran further that way, and I think it's gone now. Oh, it also disappeared in like a puff of black smoke.
Interesting. Interesting. She is writing in a notebook.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alrighty. That's
Then when
neat.
I like did this, he throws his arms out and puffs himself up.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's when I got scared.
She blinks independently. Really?
I did not say no.
Hmm? It's probably the yell, loud noises. Alright. Interesting.
Oh, man. Did you tell her the fact that it's probably not?
Oh
I
yeah,
probably,
I already
yeah,
told her it's probably sentient.
Sentient. Yeah, yep.
sapient,
Sapient?
sapient.
Ooh.
It is smart enough to be petty.
Ooh! And she's just like, she starts taking
Mimic
notes.
failed to throw a spear at it, so it started throwing the heads that Vimic's currently cleaning at him.
He's
Vimic plans to throw those cleaned skulls back at it the next
he's
if we see it
cleaning
again.
them. But how much data did he just wipe off with his knife?
There is, if you look up,
Holy shit!
Yeah, they would have already pointed that
Yeah.
out. But
Yeah, but she,
there's
you know,
plenty of
clearly-
data up there for
yeah,
you.
it
maybe
did
that
already.
just didn't process.
No, most definitely did not. She will 100% fly back up there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, she's taking notes. And that's pretty much about where that ends, and honestly, with the skies clearing up, it's looking like there's probably not another encounter happening.
Mhm.
Oh. Actually, no. I'm gonna send this to you, Adri.
I don't know. What have I done?
Nothing. It's just I actually found one with an iodrome with the virus leaking out of its mouth while it's still alive.
Oh, nice.
It's a shame that I McFucking killed these. All right,
This time.
this time. Uh, yeah, no, just life returns to the forest. Things get loud, crickets roam, and then suddenly you see a pack of just what are they called? Kelby. Just kind of jumping out and eating grass.
The deer.
Yeah, the deer-looking things. I'll get Kelby. Hold on. So everybody can see what they look like. These things are just the goobiest looking deer I've ever seen. Here we go. Just kind of frolicking throughout the forest areas.
They're adorable.
And after a while, Fifi goes back inside. And notes are continue to be taken, and they're writing down just everything about the place. Eventually, they come back outside. Just, alright. We are ready to go. We're gonna probably camp here for the night, and then start our way back.
Sounds good.
But if we're gonna camp here, we need to be inside.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no. Thank you guys for seeing us out here. Well, I hope it's not been too spooky for y'all.
It's been interesting, to say the least.
Well, interesting's definitely what I'd call this. Right. Well,
Your company has been really enjoyable.
aw, thanks. Yours has gotten significantly better.
I think
It's a compliment. Take it.
no. I know.
What I'm saying is, I think I needed the change of view.
Yeah. But a little confidence doesn't hurt either there, little guy. So try not to let it get you too down. I don't know what happened, but it's obvious you've been down on yourself. So try not to do that as bad. I know that's easier said than done, but yeah, words are words. And she just kind of starts heading back inside.
This gonna follow with the phrase, you could always give me some more confidence.
She just pats his head.
This poor guy.
My little champion's looking out, not in. You hear in your head. Do I not inspire enough confidence? We can work on that. And
Mama said, "Am I not enough for you?"
and that glove that you're wearing just kind of like tightens a little bit. And you feel like your hand is being held.
Mom, I was farting.
It just stops for a second. I need to process new information. I'm gonna go over here.
Just sitting here like, I don't know which way to go. Fair enough.
I flirt with my god.
Hmm.
I don't know, maybe
I
you
mean,
do.
wasn't that a kobold thing?
Dit is just gonna think to himself, they are the strongest thing I know. That is pretty hot.
Ah, yes, D&D. Dungeons and Dating Simulator. Oh,
Yeah,
God.
well,
What have I done to myself?
everything.
I volunteered for this.
Yes, it.
Yeah, this is what I do. This is what I do to myself. Right, Vimic, those skulls are cleaned immaculately. You've only got a little bit of brain on your hands. You could leave them out here to bleach, or you could take them inside and like sand them. But they are cleaned as they're gonna get. You right there, buddy? David? Boy, might be zoning out. We might be running a short session this day, guys.
Oh boy.
David, do you need a nap?
Yeah. Alright, well. I think that this isn't too much to... I think this is enough to let people ruminate on.
Sedge.
Well.
Hey, James.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you in one last final thought into Dit's Brain Palace.
Sure, I love the thoughts in people's brain palaces.
Why not both?
Ha! Ah, love the mindset. The best mindset.
Que quiero dos.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Interesting. Anything anybody want to say before we wrap up? Any last minute questions? Any last minute actions? Anything at all? I'm giving y'all a chance.
Not particularly,
Okay.
Hold on 1 second.
but suffice to say, as time continues to flirt.
Mm.
Just as we travel in the background. We don't need to bring more attention to this than I already have.
You are perfectly fine. I am not gonna randomly start throwing one-liners at you.
Fair enough. Oh, hey James.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to know what kill me inside,
What?
but doesn't it?
What?
Just once. Just once. To test the waters. Because kobolds.
Oh no.
He's gonna pass a one-liner off to his god.
All right. You got a good one?
What one-liner? What one?
Yeah. What you got for me?
Google's flirting with Divinity 101.
Man, you can listen. You don't have to come up with something fucking tailored to. I like shitty one-liners. I like good one-liners. You could hit me with either or. It could just straight up be funny. I don't care. Doesn't even have to be a one-liner. If you're gonna flirt, there's 1,000 ways to flirt. Shit, you could just compliment her. But if you're gonna compliment her, I mean, you know what she looks like, so you could do that easily.
Mhm.
But yeah, what style you going for there? You doing a one-liner, or you doing a fucking genuine compliment?
Uh,
You also
I'm
don't
gonna
have to.
message you something here.
All right, shit, fuck it. Using Chat GPT to come up with your one-liner. Eyebrow wiggle. Wouldn't be the worst way to do that, actually.
Okay. It's fucking dumb. It's fucking dumb.
Hit me.
Do it.
This is.
Hit me with your
Go
best
ahead.
shot.
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Don't let your
Oh, he did.
memes be dreams.
Where he live?
Yeah, he do live.
There you go.
Roll me a flat charisma at advantage, you piece of shit. That's fucking funny and clever.
Nice.
I hate everything. Alright.
Yes.
Alright. Oh, God. Just the response of why aren't you just the cutest little plaything? And then I'm leaving it at that.
Ah.
Oh, fucking
Fair.
shit.
Well then.
You need to share with the class.
Mhm.
You need to that was
No.
good.
He doesn't need to.
No, you're right, he doesn't, because it does... no. If he shares with the class, it reveals too much. But it's so good, though. That's like the perfect amount of cheesy. Alright. Alright. That's, you know what? I think we leave off on that nat 20 flirting with God. Hey God, it's me, your boy, Flirt. Oh God, alright. Good night, everybody. This has been yet another fucking episode of fucking Children of
can't
Fate
wait to
where
make-
I regret everything.
I can't wait to make terrible decisions.
Your terrible decision has been noted.
Me too.
Your terrible
Mhm.
decision has been noted.
Mm-hmm.
Your terrible decision, sir, that has been noted.
Fucking flirting with fucking Fifi and
Listen, nah, they didn't make a terrible. It was not a terrible decision. It was a great decision.
I'm so.
Theirs was a great decision. Mine is a terrible idea.
you know what's fucking stupid?
What's fucking stupid?
How much game Dit has.
I don't know. Well, to be fair, the first time that you rolled for this, there was no game.
Oh, absolutely not.
Then the fucking entire party forced the game into his fucking favor. And I tried to rectify it, and the dice gods wouldn't have let me. And then this time, the dice gods is like, "Fuck you," and I'm just like, even if I gave you disadvantage, you'd have a 19. But I gave you advantage because of your fucking great fucking... Dude, it's so good. And I just sit here like, I have to sit here and know this. And the recording doesn't even get it. Alright, well, recording over at the end of that rant. Vimic, before we head out, is there anything you want to do with your character before we leave? Anything at all there? Or are you good and need to go take a nap?
I'm good.
Okay. Nap time for David. Nap time for Rat, and nap time for me. Good night, everybody. I will probably upload this sometime this week, maybe, sorta, if I fucking remember to.
Okay, yeah.
Peace.
It is Tuesday, for whatever reason. I thought it was Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then I got worried because...
Oh,
That
Thank you.
was
Hi,
the wrong
welcome
button.
back.
I meant to stop the recording.